everybody, this is Scott here, Scott's Mad Science Morning. As you can see, I have my smoker out, beer gear on, and a hive of buzzing bees right next to me. Yep, as I mentioned in my oxalic video, which I just released a few days ago, I'll put a card in the YouTube editor. Anyway, but today, I'm going to be inspecting my bees for the first time. They've been in this hive for exactly 1 week as of now, so let's go. The smoke doesn't hurt the bees, it just tells them, oh boy, I really need to get into my hive. So, and in the past I've actually been using this side of the hive as their main entrance. Let's just remove this frame. Oh, come on. This is really getting on my nerves now. There we are, that's how you do it. Oh, look at that! Almost a full frame of that honey. Look at that too. And nobody else is rearing queens in this area, or even has that many hives, basically.
Where are we going to lift it to?
Over there.
Why don't you use these sides, because that's all bees. That's all bees in those handles.
You're right. Let's try this. Can I? Oh boy, that's heavy. Heavier than what I'm used to. Good, there's my pollen patties I threw in there a few days when I installed them. They're eating that. And then just a little bit of smoke. Let them know that I'm here. There we are. Okay, yeah, this is just me bodging stuff up on that frame, and this frame, and the side of the frame as well. This is just going to be honey soon. Nectar. There is backfilling this all with nectar. So yes, this is a prime time to put on honey supers. And I will be doing that. This is one of the frames that came with the bees, because it was in the swarm thing. Okay, so they're storing pollen on that and building it out, which is good. This is the other frame that came with the bees. Just honey stores. So there is backfilling with honey currently. So I'm hoping to get to the brood nest soon. There. Backfilling with honey. Backfilling with honey. No brood. You can see nectar if you look closely. But no brood on this frame. So I should be nearing the brood nest soon. All is well in the hive. Let's move Holland patty. Oh darn. I'll get that as soon as I take out this frame. No queen. No brood still. Okay, that is very interesting. I would have expected to see a brood nest by now. But there has not been any. I'm suspecting that it's on one of these two frames. Oh, there's the queen. I can see the queen. See here? Right there. That's a nice queen.
Wait, where?
See? The big long one? That is a good queen.
Right there.
Yeah, if I had
Just
bought
like that
this
in.
particular queen new, she would have been over $200 because she's what's called a tested queen. Because she spent a year in the hive and she's done a good job. You can tell that she's done a really good job because they swarm. Honey and honey. Again, as I expected. I treated them with oxalic acid yesterday to kill off mites. I don't think they had well, the other day actually. I don't think they had too many mites, but they might have. I still have not found a brood nest. This is not usual. It is on this frame. There we are, that's one brood nest.
Where?
No, that, sorry, not a brood nest, but there is no brood nest. So I can see.
Wow.
I cannot find a brood nest. That is not usual. I'm just going to go back through and double check.
Do we need to put empty frames down there instead of honey?
No, they have plenty of empty frames. They should have a brood nest, though. Even if they had laying workers or something, I would still have a brood nest. But I just saw the queen, so I know she's good. Oh, that might not be a good thing. There is no brood nest. This is confusing. Hey, look, there's a drone. Nice drone. Picture perfect. Yeah. But there is no brood nest. These bees are obviously nearby the queen. Okay, they just be so insistent on being there. But where is the brood nest? There is no brood nest. Which is strange. They should have almost capped brood by now. I cannot find a single larva in the whole hive. Oh, unless it was in the top box. But no, that's just all honey. we made sure of that when we installed these guys.
There were 2 frames you didn't look at.
Yep, but exactly. But there are a few frames I did not look at in this box.
Careful.
Oh. I won't. She's on she's in the bottom box.
Don't you need your...
Yeah, if they don't have a brood nest in one of the frames that I haven't checked, I'm just going to buy a new queen. Get rid of the old one and put in a new, because she obviously isn't doing her job. There, so I know I inspected up to here. Good, just honey stores. Just honey stores. Oh, you can see a bee with full pollen baskets. See with the yellow thing sticking on her legs?
Mm-hmm.
Full pollen baskets. That's good. And bees use pollen for rearing brood, actually. Please let there be a brood nest on. Nope, just honey. And if this is... Yep, there's no brood nest. They have a queen, but she isn't laying, which is not a good thing at all. Like, it is really, really bad.
Why?
Well, because they can't repopulate if the queen's not laying. And so they'll just, this hive will just die of old age if I don't get a queen in here within a few days. And now my little plug is gone. And I'm going to call Ray, but first I'm going to put on some supers. So I'll go and get them and be right back.
Yep.
Alright, so here's my honey supers. Assembled these earlier this week. And there you're grown. I don't want you in my supers. Put on the queen excluder. There we are. I just put in my entrance, my vent hole plug. I got these in a swarm, and they have a queen. I just saw her. But she has not laid a single egg. Which is really bad news. Because she is the only body that will make new bees. And if she isn't making bees, but still in the hive, I can't even get laying workers, which is a really good thing. There aren't. Because her pheromones are still present. And of course, this is completely on sideways and just not good. Ooh, get bad. You're angry. That girl's not happy. Alright. So, I might have to do a video about putting in a new queen.
So what's involved in getting a new queen?
Well, you just have to drive on down to Dakota Bees. Go ahead, make sure that Greg has one in stock. Kill the old queen. Put the new queen in with the sugar plug. Make sure the bees don't kill her. And I'll get back to you in a few minutes and tell you what Ray says about this. Hello everybody, this is Scott here with Scott's Mad Science More, and today I'm going to be doing a hive inspection. Well, actually I didn't even finish up my last one yet. This is just going to be one longer episode, which is a combination of hive inspections 11 and 12. This is hive inspection number 12 currently. Alright, but as you can see right down here, I am currently getting robbed by some carnies.
Describe what the carnies look like.
Right over here, you see there's a lighter color. I'm going to give them a good deal of smoke right over there. They'll be flying back from their hive and they'll think. I'm going to smoke around the area a little bit.
There's Scott's bee.
Yes, those are Italians. I like the Italians.
Those are
the
the
carnies.
Italians, and these are the carnies.
There are. That completely disoriented that bee.
Carnelians are very loud.
Yep. But now, onto this hive. Now onto the main hive.
Look at that.
I have my supers on, as I put on a while earlier. It would just be about less than a minute ago. There, they know I'm here. These might.
Hang on to that here.
I'll just get my hive tool and yeah. Now we're into this super. Let's see if they've done any building in it. See, that's a drone. That's one of my bees.
Oh.
Okay, I'm just going to leaf through these frames. I'm not going to take any of them out, just through them really quickly, see if I have any comb built onto them just yet. No, not yet. These have not built onto my honey supers just yet. It might be the queen excluder that's annoying them. You can see the queen excluder right here. You can see there are a few bees who weren't, a few drones that weren't able to find their way through the queen excluder when I put them on. Put it on. Now into the belly of the bees.
Oh, they're fast with that bridge comb.
There's carnies again. Alright. I'm going to open up this hive. And the reason I didn't have brood the last time was because I just did an OA treatment. No bees. Okay. So you can see pollen.
What does that bee do?
They're depositing nectar. So yeah, and you can see they're adding in more capped honey, more and more capped honey. The darker cappings is the stuff that they've gotten. Alright. I'm going to put this frame over here. They do build bridge comb fast, you are correct, but since they already had some bridge comb in here, so it isn't really building new bridge comb as much as it is just repairing the old one I inspected and break the combs. Honey stored, so there aren't any carnies. If this is a robbing situation, there's going to be a lot of carnies in the hive and the top,
uncapped,
and potentially uncapped honey. Yeah, they're just filling this up. It's positively chocked full of honey, which is really good. And if you're really observant, okay, so you can see that this is just comb, that it doesn't have much honey in it. Right now you can see. They're currently going to be filling this with nectar. These are my girls. Yeah, that's my girl. Those are my girls, just filling and filling it out. I'm
drawing out color. What's that?
That's a queen cell, but bees will build queen cells. It's like having an emergency kit. Just in case something happens to your queen, you always want to be ready to supersede her. I'm just going to smoke myself a little bit. I'm going to an orchestra competition later today, so they're probably going to wonder why I smell like smoke. Just tell them that I was doing a bee inspection.
Oops, there went a carny.
I'm going to be doing an extraction tomorrow with Ray. Same story. Pretty sure that's the way it is throughout the rest of this top box. I don't like drones. The really big fat ones are drones. These are really good tempered bees. Yeah, good. And good. Good. Just gonna make sure that they are filling everything in with honey. There's wasp.
Oh, wait, I was gonna squash it.
Whatever. Shoe wasp, don't bother me. I'll smoke you. Get out of here. Where is it? Wasps are actually beneficial to the ecosystem, but I still don't like them nosing around my hives. No carnies on this side. No carnies on that side. They're bringing in pollen. I've seen a bunch of bees with full pollen baskets. This is the frame that which we harvested a little bit of honey from. You can see that they've completely cleaned all of our jagged edges up, and they've filled everything with honey. This is, yeah, I'm amazed at how well they're doing. Well, then again, they are a swarm, they know how to survive. And then just honey on this frame. I think there's some bees down there exchanging honey from their honey stomachs.
Do you want me to put this other frame back in?
Just a second. I'm just moving the frames over. Yep, here you are, girls. Not right back home. And now these girls will be going. Oh, I hope I didn't squish my queen, but I don't think I did.
Do you mind if I put the excluder on top to keep the carnies out?
Sure, yes, that'd probably be a good idea. Well, carnies can fit through an excluder, so put on the inner cover. I'm gonna go from here over, like I did the last time. Excuse me, girls.
So that's a drone?
The really big fat ones with round butts, those are drones.
How can you tell the difference between the drone and the queen?
Queens are elongated and have a pointy butt. Her rear needs to be able to fit into cells, so that she can lay eggs. Oh, come on, why did I take that out? Why did I put that frame back in? No! You go over here! This is actually a tip that I picked up from Ray. I might probably mentioned it last episode, last inspection. When you're inspecting your hive, it's a good idea to have cinder block next to it. Stop buzzing me. Getting buzzed by a drone. Thinks he has a stinger. Honeycomb. Okay, yeah, there's a carny.
Where?
No, that's a drone. Sorry, I stand corrected.
That's, wait, right here?
The big fat one, that's a drone.
That's a drone?
Yeah, those are drones.
How can you tell the difference between that and a carny?
Carnies have a different coloration. Let's go through and break all of these frames away from each other. So, next frame. Expecting to see some larva and brood. Normal frame. Nothing out of the ordinary
You
on
don't see
this
a
one.
queen or anything?
Nope, that's just a normal honey frame. Same over here. And just, yeah. Since I was having some trouble with my queen, though I don't think it was a problem with my queen, more as it was with me. Okay, good. Pollen, honey, nectar stores. This is good. Darn, I'm never going to be able to get this propolis off my hands. Just standard bees and honey again. Looks the same as the last frame. I don't think the carnies are able to find their way in. Or at least when they smelled the smoke, they ran. And because this isn't their hive, they don't have to protect it or anything. They just gotta get back to their hive. What?
They're just building it out?
Yeah,
there's that one. There's a carny. Is that a carny? That looks like. Is that a carny?
That's a drone.
That's a drone.
Okay, so. Check the other side, no brood. This is a little bit disconcerting. Because if they don't have brood today, I'm getting a new queen.
They're not even.
Well, they're building on this frame.
What is that? A carny there.
Yeah, there was one carny, as you probably just saw there. I'll give them bits of smoke. Pollen, good. Going up comb over here. Good.
What is that white stuff?
That's just some wax paper from the pollen patty that I have on here. Or should I say what's left of the pollen patty. Okay, good.
Lots of honey in that one. They're capping it?
Okay, this is going to be a good frame to look at. Making sure what I'm doing right now is looking for brood. Okay, there's another queen cup that they're building.
Interesting.
But those are regular. That is normal behavior for bees. And they still don't have brood. Well, that's not good. They don't have brood. They can't reproduce. They can't reproduce. They die of old age. So what I'm going to have to do is get a new queen. Which those are $30, so I'm going to call Greg once off camera and see what I can do to arrange a new queen for this hive.
How would you find the old queen?
Well, the thing is that I don't know whether or not there is an old queen. I haven't seen her. Oh, okay, it stung me. Pain's gone almost instantly once you pull out the stinger. It'll still sting a little bit, but it's really not that bad.
Do you want me to hand you this one?
Just a second, I'm picking up this frame. But now that I haven't found any brood, there's a problem with the queen. So, now that I know there's a problem with the queen, oh, and hey, by the way, that was the first sting of the season. Fun fact. But if you're working bees, you're going to get stung. Fact of the career. So, that's in there. So I'm going to have to install a new queen. Oh, darn. Well, darn, I gotta... Darn, I'm going to have to lift up this box.
Do you need help?
Ah! That's heavy. So, they don't have a queen, or they have a defective queen. In which case, if they have a defective queen, they kick her out. So either way, I have a big problem. And they're making a louder noise than they should be,
Low battery.
which is indicating they don't have a queen.
Low battery. Maybe a good time to sign off.
Alright, well, anyway. I'm going to finish putting the hive together, get a new queen. I'll do a separate video on installing her. Anyway, this has been Scott here with Scott's Bad Science More. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.